Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video, we are going to learn about difference between abstract class and interface. So both these concepts come under the object-oriented programming abstraction. So we have learned that what is abstraction and how to achieve the abstraction in programming language. So there are two ways to achieve the abstraction. First one is using the abstract class and second one is using the interface. So we have covered the theory and practical implementation of both the concept abstract class and interface. I have provided the link in the description. In this video we will see what is the difference between abstract class and interface. So let's go point wise. Before that, let me show you the practical demo that we have covered in the abstract class and interface. So let's first see the abstract class. So here we have one abstract class vehicle, and as we know, inside the abstract class we can have an abstract method as well as the normal method. When you have an abstract method, then the class should always be the abstract. And we have another class here, two-wheeler, which extend this vehicle class, and as it is extending the vehicle class, it needs to provide the implementation of abstract method, which is wheels. So here we have provided the implementation of this method by providing one sysout statement. And there is another class called test, which extend this two-wheeler class, and inside the main method we have created the object of this test class, and we are calling this method obj.wheels. So here we will get the output as two wheels. Let me run this code. So see, we are getting the output as two wheels. So this was the implementation of abstract class and abstract method. The second code we have is the implementation of interface. So how to declare interface? With the help of interface keyword, then the interface name, and inside the interface all the methods are internally public abstract. So if you don't provide the access file public here and abstract keyword, so by default or internally they are public abstract only. So here I have one method get language. So this is also abstract method, as we have just provided the declaration and not the implementation. There is another class called interface demo, which implements this particular interface language. As we know, when we are extending a class, you need to make use of extend keyword, but when you are extending the interface, you need to make use of keyword implements. And inside the main method of this interface demo, we are calling the get language method, and here we have provided the implementation of get language. As this particular class interface demo is implementing language, you need to provide the implementation of abstract method. So I have provided here the implementation by providing one print statement. Let's run this code as well. So we will get a message, programming language is equal to Java. Why we are getting this? Because here while calling this method we have passed the argument as Java. So this particular name will have the Java value. So that's why it's printing as programming language is equal to Java. Now let's check the difference point by point. So the first difference is abstract class have a default constructor. So as the class is abstract, it can have a default constructor. As we know, each class has a default constructor if you don't provide a constructor explicitly, and it is called whenever the concrete subclass is initiated, and the constructor of parent class is called when the subclass is instantiated. And in interface it doesn't have any constructor and couldn't be instantiated. As this is an interface and not a class, it doesn't have any constructor. So let's see how this abstract class have a default constructor and when it is called when the concrete subclass is instantiated. So here in the abstract class demo, what I will do, I will add the constructors. So let's add here constructor for vehicle. Here sysout, let's say abstract vehicle class. Now let's create the constructor for two-wheeler as well. And let's print here message two-wheeler class. Two-wheeler class. And inside this test also we will create one constructor test. Let's print message here as test class. So now we have provided the constructor for all three classes. For the abstract class as well, we have provided the constructor for a two-wheeler class which is extending the abstract class we have provided the constructor, and for this test class also we have provided the constructor. Now we are instantiating the test class. So we know the constructor is called whenever we try to instantiate the class. So we are instantiating here test class. So this particular constructor will be called, but this test class is extending two-wheeler class. So the constructor of two-wheeler will also be called. So the constructor of two-wheeler will also be called, but this two-wheeler is also extending vehicle class, right? So the constructor of vehicle will also be called. So let's run this code and understand here. So see, we have only called this particular method, but we are getting many print statement here. Why? Because when we are creating the object here, so the test class constructor is called. So that's why we are getting a message test class. But before that, it will print the parent class constructor. So the parent for this test is two-wheeler. So we will get two-wheeler class. But the parent for two-wheeler class is vehicle, right? So here it will print the abstract vehicle class. So understand the hierarchy here. So the constructor of parent class will be called before the child class. So first statement is abstract vehicle class, then two-wheeler class, then test class. And after that, we have here wheels method being called. So that's why it's providing the implementation of wheels method, which is two wheels. So I hope you understand the first difference. The second one is abstract class can contain abstract method as well as non-abstract method. As we can see here, the abstract class can contain an abstract method as well as non-abstract method. Abstract class can also not contain any abstract method till it's okay, right? Because if you declare abstract class and if you don't declare abstract method, it also works. But the opposite doesn't. Means if you declare a abstract method and if you remove the abstract class, then it will throw an error. Whenever you declare abstract method, you need to make the class as abstract. But the abstract method alone should be declared in interface. So interface have only the abstract method and it does not have any non-abstract method. Third difference is the class which extend the abstract class shouldn't require the implementation of all the methods. Only abstract method needs to be implemented in the concrete subclass. So whenever an abstract class is being extended by any other class, it needs to provide the implementation of all the non-abstract methods. But it cannot provide the implementation for the normal methods. So that means inside this abstract class, we have one abstract method wheels. So whenever we have one abstract method wheels, and whenever a class is extending the vehicle class, it needs to provide the implementation of wheels because it is an abstract method. But this class does not need to provide the implementation of normal method, right? Company. It's already having the implementation, so it can use the same implementation here. But the classes that implement the interface should provide the implementation for all the methods because all the methods in the interface are abstract. So that's why whenever the interface is being implemented, you need to provide the implementation for all the abstract method. As you can see here, interface language, we have one method get language. So you need to provide the implementation for that particular method. And the last one is abstract class contains instance variable. So inside the abstract class, you can have the instance variable, but the variable inside the interface are only constant. So by default, they are public, static, final. So the value of the variables declared inside the interface cannot be changed. So I hope you have understood all the difference between an abstract class and interface. If you have any doubt, please comment below. So that's it in this video. We will cover another topics in next video.